In a world of deep and meaningful conversation comes the most unnecessary podcast.
LOL Entertainment. Oh yeah. Here we go again. We be rolling. Shots are blowing. Stacks are golden. Baby, here we go again. On the road again.
LOL Entertainment. Welcome to the fucking show.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to your weekly dose of absolutely unnecessary depravity. Good to see y'all. How you been? You good? Are you hydrated? Have you been taking your vitamins? Nobody cares. It's a new year. You don't have to be a new you. You could be the same shitty you. With that, don't forget, every year, every week, like, comment, subscribe. Because what else are you going to fucking do? Most likely you live in Cornwall and you're watching this from there and, I better not shit on my hometown. But like that, we continue on and we'll bring on some friends of ours. I think you all know them. First up, we'd like to bring one of our other co-hosts. You know him. You love him. The one and only co-founder and CEO of LOL Entertainment, not your average Joe Bowman.
What's going on, guys? What's going on,
buddy?
Lovely intro, man. I loved it, bro.
I wanted to, let people know that we really want to welcome them to watch us.
Yeah.
Don't want to
like
just
it.
like, yo, YouTube. Those nobody likes those guys. Sometimes you got to approach it in a very soft demeanor, right?
Yeah, you took it down a little bit, but it really kind of grabbed the attention.
Do the Bob Ross kind of thing.
Yeah,
Joe?
I loved it.
Joe, would you like to introduce our other friend and other co-host
Yeah,
of the evening?
Of course. Once again, like Matt said, you know him, you love him, you want to be like him. Our other co-founder of LOL Entertainment, Patty Cakes, Pat Cardinal.
What's good, guys? What's good? How we doing? Man, episode 9 already. Holy shit. This is
Number 9.
999.
Crazy. I like that. Yeah.
Who would have
We're
thought?
almost at double digits. I didn't even think we'd make it to 5, to be honest, boys.
We haven't been canceled yet. There is still time.
yeah, YouTube has not kicked us off yet.
Very-
Facebook hasn't banned us.
Free publicity.
This might be the episode.
So, guys, how you been? What's going on? How's your week?
Good.
How was your week last week?
Man, it was an
good. It was
awesome
good,
week.
man. I think Pat's got some news about last
Pat?
week. There.
Yeah, you were up at Yucks. How was that?
Oh man, it was epic. Got up to Yucks. Am I lagging? Okay. Shoot. Okay, well, we'll try to fix that. But it was up at Yucks. Ended up drawing Bullet. So that was fun. That added a little bit of nerves to it. Cold room. But Dylan Black, he's just got that powerful voice. So that voice,
Absolutely.
they got the room going. And then, I just came out and, man, I just crushed it. Like, start to finish, it was a great set. We were predicting a snowstorm that night. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to stay for the whole show. But we ended up missing the snowstorm. So, we got back home safely and all was good. I got to go out with the wife. It was a nice time.
Precious cargo,
Yeah.
That's
what you
it.
think.
That's it.
You know,
Those
have to
radio
spend 4
guys,
hours
eh?
with your wife.
Those radio guys always have a good hosting kind of demeanor. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I would hope so. Otherwise, what are they? Bob and Tom show?
hey, man, don't shit on the Bob and Tom show. I love the Bob and Tom show, bro. I love the Bob and Tom show. Bro, we actually had Blind Andy in our DMs one time. Whenever we were at the Wing House, he was thinking of trying to come down for a set. He wanted to try stand up, and I told him, "I'm man, anytime." But we never ended up getting him down. There was something that came up. We were supposed to have him on one show, but something came up, and he didn't come down. But Blind Andy from 1015.
Is it rude to ask if someone else wrote the message for him, though? I mean, like,
So
it's in his name, right? Like,
No,
I
it's
always
Joe,
thought
man.
too
You know it
that
was a
he-
voice message.
yeah. Like I always thought too it was weird. Like maybe it was just a stage name, but like no, he's got some thick glasses, man, for sure. He's definitely got some vision problems. That's why he calls himself Blind Andy, I guess. But yeah, maybe we'll get him out at some point. That'd be cool. We can see for ourselves.
I see what you did there.
That's funny.
We'd also just like to give everyone a quick little heads up that as of tonight, we are officially dropping the ticket link for our Valentine's Day show coming up at Essential Kitchen next month.
That's it.
No, that is on the 14th of February, not the 13th. That is apparently Galentine's Day, which is apparently another bullshit holiday.
That's right, folks. Tickets are live on our website, www.lolentertainment.ca. Go grab them while they're hot. Space
We'll tell
is
you this
very
too, guys.
limited.
Yeah, we'll tell you this it's a very small, intimate room. It holds about 35 people plus your comics. So tickets are gonna go fast. We sold this room out last time. The first show of the year, it sold out, and the engagement and interest in this is really, really coming through. So we know that this show is gonna sell out. So get your tickets before they're gone, guys, if you want to come.
No, absolutely. It was a fantastic show the last time. And once again, thank you, Cornwall, for showing up. You know, we can't really do these shows and give comedians a chance to perform without you showing up to actually perform in front of. I mean, we can perform in front of each other, but that can get very vile very quick. So to keep it professional, you know, we need you. And that's why we love you. And Cornwall, do we ever fucking love you guys right now? Pat, Joe, how much do we love Cornwall right now?
Man. Okay, yeah. We'll get on that. So Cornwall, they just released the community votes tabulations, and once again, guys, LOL Entertainment cleared house again this year. Third year in a row, guys. We were nominated the Platinum Entertainment Company in Cornwall. So shout out to you guys, because we do put in a lot of hard work, and it's not easy doing what we do. We make it look fun and we make it look exciting, but there's a lot of hard work and there's a lot of long nights and stressful days that go into the things that we do here. But you guys recognize it, and we can't thank you enough. Not only that, guys, though, a couple of us were also recognized individually for our comedy dealings amongst the city and other things as well. So Matt was voted the Bronze Entertainer of the Year this year. Matt making the top 3 there. Congratulations, Matt. Performed a couple really big shows last year, so you deserve to be up there, buddy. You worked hard, and once again, I was nominated for the 3rd year running as the Platinum Entertainer of the Year. 3 years in a row. I was really hoping to get that third kind of victory, seal the deal, 3 in a row. So I'm happy, I'm excited, and that really pumps me up, and it shows the love that the city has for the things that I do personally when it comes to the things that we've done in the community and my comedy stylings itself. And Pat Cardinal, our marketing and advertising guru. I think Matt, it's so weird the screen because you do this and
like from where I am, Pat's directly this way. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he's that way for other people, but
well, that's me over here to me anyway. But anyway, so Pat, wherever he is on the screen, guys, was voted the Platinum marketing and advertising guy in the city, guys. So everything that you see with this podcast, everything that you see with our posters, our graphic designs, things like that, that's all Pat Cardinal. So big shout out to Pat for being recognized for all his contributions and hard work to the LOL team and the community, man. Pat, not only were you nominated this year as well as Matt, but Steve McDonald was nominated as well in wedding entertainment, guys. So we broke into some weddings last year. We started getting into some weddings, and LOL Entertainment was voted the top gold. We were the gold standard for wedding entertainment this year, and Steve McDonald, LOL's MC, was voted silver. So technically, I think he just took the gold and silver together. That gives him platinum in my eyes. So way to go, Steve. If you're listening, you're not with us this evening. Unfortunately, you're studying hard at school.
He's here in
getting that
spirit.
education. So, but congratulations, Steve, man. You deserve it too, right? Our wedding entertainment wouldn't be what it is without your awesome persona, you know what I mean, and your style and your energy, buddy. So I think we all deserved to be up there, and apparently the community did too. So we thank you kindly, guys.
And Pat as well, not just in the marketing and advertising one. He
Yes.
also got silver and
Yes.
the entertainment.
I knew I was forgetting one.
And LOL not only getting in the same category as wedding entertainer with Steve, but also event planning.
Event planning,
I
yeah.
don't know if you guys know this, but it's not just comedy. It's a whole package.
We do it all, guys. We do it all. Weddings, DJs, MCs, comedy is, of course, our forte and our specialty. But yeah, we do it all, man. And definitely, really, once again, appreciate the community for acknowledging that this year.
Cornwall, big round of applause for yourselves. We love and appreciate you.
We need the soundboard.
People say people in Cornwall that we have no taste and no culture, but you guys clearly know what you like. Yeah, and I like you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Pat, you're muted.
He's like, am I? Da 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 da.
Oh no, we can't hear Pat. We can't have that.
No, you still can't hear you,
Oh
Pat.
no, Pat.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll just rant for now without him. So other big things we have going on, guys. So we have the Valentine's Day show coming up. Also 27th. Still don't hear you, Pat. 27th of this month, I'll be in Montreal at Club M Bar, which is like a really unique little place. It's like a hotel for a whole bunch of people that kind of like just fly in quick overnight and things. So like it's just like,
mic check. Oh, man, we got it. You know what's funny?
Yeah, so you get a whole bunch of like bunch of like foreign exchange students and things like that at this little location. Yeah, it's essentially a hostel, bro. Yeah, it's called M Bar, bro. Yeah, it's a hostel. Yeah.
So like the movie's Hostel, directed by the great Eli Roth.
Yeah, me and Pat were there one time. I didn't really see a lot of that stuff going on, but we didn't stay the night either. So,
where were we?
You can go there and create it.
Oh wow, I missed a lot of that conversation.
Man,
being in hostile territory and whatnot.
All right, I just want to double check there. Do you guys hear me okay? Everything's good now?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right,
now we can hear you, brother.
Man, 14 different volume options, and of course it's the one right on the mic.
Yeah. My girlfriend has a microphone like that.
Love it. All right, well, you guys want to go ahead and bring on our guest there. She's been patiently waiting.
Absolutely. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Joining us this evening, a wonderful comedian from Ottawa. We've had the luxury of performing with her several times, and Cornwall absolutely adores her anytime she performs here. And her material, her style, some people don't expect it, but everyone here loves this girl, and we love having her too. So please give a big welcome to Lauren Lane.
Let's go.
Happy to be here.
Woo. What's going on, Lauren? How are you?
I'm well. How are you guys?
We're good.
Fantastic.
We're good.
Wonderful.
It's cool to be here. I was curious who the listeners were, and the people of Cornwall. That makes sense.
For the most part, we're going to try to hit the international market. We're not sure what other countries we'll be popular.
We're definitely thinking of invading Greenland. We're definitely trying to get into Greenland. That seems to be the big popular place to be right now.
That's good. And when you say Greenland, that's good for the algorithm. So
yeah.
Good for you. That's smart.
Greenland.
Taylor Swift. I don't know what else.
Clip
Hey,
it.
did anyone see that movie Greenland with Gerard Butler? Terrible movie, but the country, wonderful country.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
So,
Oh
Lauren,
man.
how you been? How's your New Year been so far?
Oh, it's pretty good. I was sitting there panicking because I'm going to be honest with you guys, and it's not a competing event because I'm in Ottawa, so it's a different city. But I'm also producing a show on Valentine's Day, but I'm
Oh.
calling it Galentine's. Um,
And here I just unknowingly trashed the word Galentine's Day.
No, you didn't trash it. You're
that's
absolutely
kismet.
right. Because it's from Parks and Rec and it is supposed to be on the 13th. But here's what happened. It was originally scheduled then, but then I made plans to do ketamine in Merrittville, which is a
Seems
whole
like a
other
good
thing. And so anyway, I didn't want to reschedule that. So anyway, we're doing it on the Saturday. And I thought, sometimes people are tired after work, especially in Ottawa, a lot of government people, they don't want to go out on Fridays. But I'm just really hoping that I don't get a lot of hate mail because I feel like I will. I'm worried.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Where is
Well, we
it?
did
I
a
tried to-
Mother's
I
Day
tried to
show
get you
called
on our
MILF.
show,
So.
actually.
Yeah. Where is the show that you're producing?
It's at the Laugh Lounge in the
Laugh
market,
Lounge.
the Byward Market. Yeah.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah.
so anyone in Ottawa listening or watching, go check it out.
7:00. That's right. You can get tickets to it. You'll look like a hero. Oh my God, he thought of something nice. It's for girls.
Right? Still got time to go out to dinner. Still got time to catch a show and then go out to the bar afterwards.
Yeah, totally.
And then
Oh,
around November, have a newborn.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, November. Yeah, seems about right.
I think that works. Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm a November baby. There's a lot of us.
Oh shit.
You just found out you were conceived around
Yeah,
Valentine's
so-
Day.
Oh, no, I
She's like, wait a minute.
Well,
Connecting the dots here.
sort of open up a scar potentially. So
Oh, good times.
Yeah. So Lauren, tell us a little bit about yourself. What by any chance do you remember what would have been the first joke you ever told on stage? And by any chance do you remember if it hit well or not, or
Oh, it was definitely something about making fun of my husband.
naturally, yeah. Seems,
Yeah, because we were coming out of COVID and we'd done this kitchen renovation, which seems like such a silly thing in these times to complain about, but it is what it is. You remember when everyone was doing rentals? And he's in contracting, right? So he was getting stuff at cost and like doing it himself. And I know the three of you are probably feeling pretty attacked by this, but
yeah. I'm like, sounds like a great guy. What are you talking about?
what continue?
But he told me in September of 2020 that we'd be done by Christmas. And then Christmas of 2022 rolled around. And I was like, come on, man. Like, the sink isn't functional. And we only have the one bathroom upstairs. And no, this thing wasn't not functional for 2 years. I'm exaggerating. But, like, it dragged on. And so I made fun of him about that in front of a bunch of his friends because, like, a bunch of friends came out to the first show.
I bet you he got it done, though, that weekend.
Honestly, no. He was like,
That's
oh.
not good,
I
dude.
told him it's a husband character, and he bought it. So yeah,
Sometimes it is, there's apparently an old saying, doctor's always bald, mechanic's car is always broken down.
yeah.
Carpenter's always
Christopher-
got work to do at home,
No, it's totally true, and it's such a thing. And I'm sure that I'm a pain in the ass for my own reasons, right? So
I'm
all
pretty
good.
sure it's a pandemic thing. Everyone was somebody's pain in the ass at some point.
That's true. I was talking to Bobby Knopf about that. He's got the alien puppet, and he said sometimes during the pandemic he'd get his girlfriend to talk to Andre instead. And then
Oh my god.
So I'm thinking about getting my own marriage puppet. I don't know. It's just a theory.
Oh man. My wife would beat me.
I was imagining your husband getting the puppet.
Yeah, you were imagining it too, weren't you? Yeah.
Of course I was. You and your sunglasses. Does the puppet also have sunglasses?
Talk to the puppet, yo. Oh man. Next time I'm on stage, I've got a cast that can't play guitar. Like, it was my puppet hand.
we had gotten a couple's punching bag, but every time I go to use it, there's always stab marks in it for some reason. I don't know if I should be worried or not, but seems calm otherwise.
Me and the wife just learned not to do that type of stuff together. We get under each other's skins, and it just doesn't work out. We end up fighting the whole time. So
it is good to know when you need time alone. So that's all good. But we were talking about comedy. So anyway, it was also at the Clock Tower, which RIP no longer exists. And then after that, it was Laugh Lounge because like this, I realize now how lucky this was. But Nick Burden, the guy that owns Laugh Lounge, he's a comic himself. He was headlining the show. He was featuring. And he came up to me and he was like, "Oh, hey, like, do you want to be on Pros and Joes? Because, like, you know, he just started the club and he was looking for people." And I was like, "Cool." And then I rolled into Poor Boy the next week and I'm like, "I'm Lauren Lane." And they're like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "I got a spot at Laugh Lounge." And they were like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I'm sorry, you just happened to be on my first show." It just worked out that way. And then, yeah, I don't know. I was going to that the club before I wanted to be in comedy, to watch comedy because I always loved it. And then as I was watching it, I realized I wanted to do that. And the terror came over me. I don't know if this happened to you guys, but.
So how long were you doing comedy, Lauren, before we had first met you? I think the first show we ever did with you was at like Pub 101 in that like upstairs little. Like, so how long were you doing comedy like before like we had kind of crossed paths?
Oh, Pub 101, RIP as well.
Yeah.
It would have been like 4 months or so. Yeah, because it was in the fall. And I would have started that summer.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, because that was whenever we first met. So you were still fairly new at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was pretty new.
Well, you were doing well.
Well, thank you, Joe. I remember laughing quite hard at one of your songs. There are a few that are good. I think it was the one about the socks. You know?
Yeah, probably. I remember Pub was a weird room, man. Like you do regular stand-up comedy rooms, and then you do that room, and you're like, what is happening right now?
It's a humbling room, that's for sure. It is humbling.
You're doing stand up for all judgmental comics that are ready to just fucking heckle the shit out of you every time. Too,
but it's almost a necessary room, if that makes sense.
It's true. I feel, man, I had said that to Pat too. I'm like, you have to do this room just because like I feel like it's crazy, you know, like it's really different than anything that we're used to in Cornwall.
Yeah, it teaches you to bomb, well, which is good.
Yeah, it does.
Accept it. Learn to accept it.
Yeah, it was good for that.
One thing
Bill Burr talk about hell rooms, and so it made me feel connected to Bill Burr. Like, same.
Yeah. One thing I do remember about that one was it like I had like a couple jokes that I thought were pretty good, and then I did them in that room, and I was like, okay, I'm never doing those jokes again because they were flipped on me way too fucking hard.
Oh my god, yeah. I wrote all
and
my
there was killers. There was killers that would go there too, man. Some of those comics, dude, like would sit there and just wait for you to screw up so they could roast the shit out of you, right? Like some good comics in that room, man.
Yeah, no, it was a great little room. Great little room.
For sure.
With that being said, you said that you're a comedy fan before you got into it. Is there a specific comedian that might have inspired you to want to start?
It would have been The Simpsons, circa mid-90s.
Fair enough. That's a good one.
Love it.
I wanted to be a writer. I didn't necessarily I've never been like into acting or anything like that.
Yeah.
Although I do like attention. So now that I've like crossed the stage fright barrier, I like stand-up comedy. But I took an acting class because I was given feedback over the competition season that I needed to work on, I don't know, something about my stage presence. And so I took an acting class and I really appreciated what I learned. But oh my God, there's like improv games. Everyone's so sincere. I was like, this isn't for me. I want to edit the script. I want more control. I'm like, I don't know. I can't be professional enough for it or something. I don't know. I'm too controlling for it, I think. So anyway, I wanted to get into TV writing, and I kind of realized that like a lot of the people that get those gigs, they start in the industry by doing stand-up comedy. So I was like, there's no workaround. You're gonna have to get on stage. So here I am.
Sometimes,
Gonna
yeah.
have to, yeah. Well, that's good though. That's good. I'm kind of glad. So do you have ambitions to like one day keep writing, or have you kind of turned those ambitions now into more just stand-up comedy?
Well, yeah, like so the blessing there is that I fell in love with stand-up comedy when I started doing it. I think we all know that
For
feeling.
sure. Yep.
Like
Absolutely.
I've never felt more like I was where I was supposed to be doing what I was supposed to be doing in my life. I felt like very at home. So I love stand-up, but at the same time, yeah, like it would be neat to go work in TV writing or something like that for a bit, you know. I think stand-up is just going to be something I do for the rest of my life, and if I get the opportunity to do some TV writing, then I'd absolutely take it for sure. But stand-up is like the thing now.
The priority. That's it.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Hell yeah.
yeah. If we can figure out how to make money doing stand,
That's the only thing, eh?
maybe get
That's
us
the only
some
thing.
Greenland.
Yeah.
Greenland. Greenland.
Clip it.
Yep. We love Greenland, just like
Oh,
I
man.
love a good cold BioSteel. Not a sponsor, but you could be BioSteel.
Can you
As
imagine
we
if they write
keep-
into you? Could you not mention our product?
Hey, if anything, you know what? That's still a boast for us. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that would
sure.
still be a
Yeah.
win.
Oh,
We
they still
take it.
acknowledge you. That's true.
We take it. Pat's been
Look at
drinking.
this proud cease and desist order.
Pat's been
Tim
drinking
Hortons.
empty Tim Hortons cups, praying that they'll fucking give a
Yeah.
sponsorship.
That's why I got a double cup last week. I just took the first one off, and this one's a fresh one. Just water.
You should just like keep the empty cups there and just keep stacking them as it goes. 1 cup per episode.
For sure. So the next question, Lauren, we had for you, I kind of feel goes back to like the Pub 101 days about jokes that were kind of bad and that you got roasted for. What was a joke that you really loved that the audience absolutely hated?
Oh, one comes to mind instantly. I had this joke about crows, okay? Because I think that it's become common knowledge via meme that crows are really smart and they can do puzzles and they have funerals
Yeah.
for each other, and the group of them is called a murder. So anyway, I was trying to do this joke about befriending the crows and the crows not wanting to be friends with me and me like watching and how they remember my face and they like move telephone wires. That was the premise of it. Yeah, see, it never gets any reaction whatsoever.
I think I remember. Was this at Yuck Yucks? Did you do that joke at Yuck Yucks?
It was one of those, like, I tried it for like a week or two. Jokes like that, like, really only do like 3-4 times before like you start like getting that. And now it's only once or twice, and where you're like, RIP that joke. Maybe I'll come up with a different angle, because I mean I didn't even tell you a joke there. I just told you like a weird premise, and I couldn't figure out how to make it funny. So maybe I'll think of something later.
But it's a joke for you that you're like, you know, this means something to me. I love this joke. Why can't people love it with me?
I know. And you know what sometimes I find too is that one other comic sometimes will think it was funny and they'll watch it bomb a couple of times and they'll be like, I don't know why other people don't think that's funny. I think it's funny.
I gotta give a shout out to Alex Callahan. He's the perfect comic to have in the audience for those types of moments. Because I think at like the last show we did at the Essential Kitchen, I had something new, and like he was the only one that caught it. But he has like a very significant laugh, and like it trumped the room. Like it was perfect. So yeah, he instantly came to mind. I think like Chris LaPointe too. If you can get him to laugh, it kind of helps you.
Oh my god!
In that room, he's got that audience laugh that you really want.
It can be disruptive sometimes when it's like too yelly or squeaky, but yeah, no.
It can.
Sound like a dolphin. Like,
poor Chris.
There's this old French guy that used to come into my work, and I tried to get him to come to comedy shows sometime because he's just this really awesome old French guy, really like fun-loving guy. But when he laughed like an old prospector that like, yeah. And I just wanted him to come to a show once because I just want his laugh as like in the background on a clip. It was just a perfect laugh for a comedy show.
Yeah, give me that
You did
clip.
that really well too.
Well, maybe I'll pull it out for the next show.
Nice.
I'll just I'll do that laugh for people. They'll either love it or hate it.
It would be startling to find someone in real life who really does laugh like that. Be like, God.
Yeah. Sometimes those laughs they are very off-putting, not in a negative way, but just catches you off guard. You're just like, what the fuck?
For sure. Okay, so we'll do one last question. So, Lauren, if comedy had a drug test, what would disqualify most comics? And
Most
keep in mind,
comics?
and keep in mind, weed is legal, so that doesn't count.
I mean, I don't know. Attention is legal, you know? A drug of probably. See, like, I don't know what the kids are doing anymore. You know what I mean? Like, when I was 20, it was MDMA, but I think they call it something else now.
Yeah, it's like Molly now or whatever.
They call it Molly.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe Adderall.
I think they've moved on from that. Yeah, honestly, probably prescription drugs that aren't for them, I would say. Yeah, probably Vyvanse and Adderall.
Was that
Nice.
big?
I want to say cocaine, but none of them can afford it, so not.
Definitely. Maybe on the higher end of comedian.
Wegovy.
Maybe in America.
Oh, we got Nanny P with the mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms. I can see that.
Yeah,
I like
maybe.
my green meats. I like my
Are we getting comments? Like, lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a lot.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
see them pop
wow.
up.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
we're getting a whole bunch. We're getting a whole bunch.
That's brave. Doing it
Papa
live.
D, I don't know what you're commenting, Papa D, but we can't see it. I don't know if it's like gifts
Yeah, I
or
see that. It's
something.
just like little blanks.
I see a little white bubble.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. So other than that, Lauren, I think you touched on it a little bit, but what's coming up for you that people should keep an eye out?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I got that Saturday Galentine show that I'm going to get a lot of hate mail about. But on Wednesday, so that's 2 nights from now, I'll be up at Absolute Comedy on Preston Street. And other than that, I'm sure I'll be around. I'm always in the clubs. You know what I mean? You'll see me.
Sick,
Check
right
out-
on.
Instagram has my link tree, and I post the dates there.
Sweet. So you heard it here first. Go check out her Instagram. It's Lauren Lane Comedy, right?
That's right. Yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
No, for sure. And you're more than welcome to stick around there. I was just getting stuff back on track here. I just noticed what time we're at. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a long episode, but it's all good. It's all good. We're good.
It's a mild downside. You don't want to go too long or too short. You don't want to lose their attention, and you don't want to keep them wanting more. You know.
I think we're on track for a proper episode there. Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
So with that, should we jump into our next segment?
Yeah, let's jump into our regular segments there.
All right. Well, coming up next, we have the matter of fact moment with. Oh wait, that's me.
It's the matter of fact moment with LOL's own Matt Johnson.
Cotard syndrome, also known as the Walking Dead syndrome, is an actual neurological condition where some people believe they are a zombie. They're not alive. They don't exist. The world doesn't exist. Sometimes they can actually believe that they're missing body parts. They're rotting from the inside. Or maybe they're void of soul, like the new Star Wars movies. But it's an actual syndrome. Cotard syndrome. They do call it Walking Dead syndrome. Not the same Walking Dead syndrome that the producers of the show have, where they think that we really need another fucking spinoff. It's normally linked to depression and schizophrenia. Sometimes even head trauma can bring on this condition. And it's not totally in vain. Some people believe that they might even be immortal. Unfortunately, You're not Keith Richards. You are not immortal. Bitch, please. That's his job. And some patients, unfortunately, may harm themselves because of this condition. They can end up with eating disorders because they feel they don't need to eat because maybe they want to eat brains because they think they're a zombie or they're dead inside, like a millennial. Some even resort to self-harm because, well, they think they're not alive. So what harm are they actually doing? But there is hope. There's ways to treat this condition through medication, psychotherapy, even treatments like electroconvulsive therapy. They'll attach electrodes to your brain and zap you. But I kind of hope that they don't zap you too much because then they might create Frankenstein syndrome. So Cotard syndrome, it's a real thing. And that's a matter of fact.
Did you say it can be brought on by head trauma?
Yeah, Joe, I just want to give a heads up that maybe if you feel dead inside or something like that, that you might have Cotard syndrome and maybe you think you're a zombie.
Fuck.
Oh, is this what this is? Is this an intervention?
The judge just told me we were here for a podcast.
Yeah, I'm
You
pretty
told
sure
me
it's
I
like
had-
severe brain trauma. You might be lucky.
Cotard syndrome?
Yeah, COTARD.
We had to enunciate
I
that
thought they
when we
just
talk
called
about-
that getting ready for work.
Yeah. Like Walking Dead syndrome, like thinking you're dead or zombie. I thought they just called that being a millennial. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so as I was looking up some things, I came across Cotard syndrome, and I thought,
Me too, Papa
that
D.
is
That'd be
fucking
fun.
weird.
What's Papa D saying?
He said, if I'm reincarnated, I want to come back as a zombie
Hell yeah, bro.
because he
Started
loves
Crazy Harry's
zombies.
cover band.
Oh man, that would be too much fun. Oh, we got another comment here. I have 3 daughters, 7, 2, and 1, and I'm pregnant with my 4th baby. I definitely think I'm as close as it gets to a zombie at this point, I swear. Well, congratulations, Danielle. That is awesome. Hope all
Don't eat
goes
any of
well.
them.
But
Hopefully, it's not a zombie baby.
A zombie
Yeah.
baby. Yeah.
that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
It's a lot of kids.
Shit, man. That is a lot of kids, yeah. Yeah.
How did you do that?
Congratulations. Congratulations. You know what? I've always said if you're gifted with a baby maker, like you might as well put it to work, you know.
That's true.
I myself have a lot of kids.
Yeah, yes, you do.
You may need a contraceptive or Jesus.
Yeah. Maybe both. Maybe both. Cotard syndrome, nice.
Here I am trying to sound religious, and I'm not wearing a very religious shirt. So
That's awesome.
Jesus. And Greenland.
Clip it.
Jesus in Greenland. Oh, great. Now we're going to get invaded. Well, I think that'll bring us up to our next segment, our motivational moment. And this is a very beloved segment, up and coming. Let's give it up for our guy, Apu Smear, and the motivational moment.
It's time for the motivational moment with none other than Apu Smear.
Oh, hey guys, Apu Smear here today with your motivational speakings of the day. Guys, Apu's going to be talking about something that might be a little bit controversial today. Grabbing a seat, maybe getting yourself a beverage, a butter or a Gatorade, getting yourself maybe a little snack, you know, you're getting a charcuterie board, you're getting the cheeses, and we're going to sit down and having a talk. Guys, we are all seeing right now what kind of state the world is in. We are wondering, where is the tipping point? What is the straw that breaking the camel back, so to speak? Well, guys, Apu is here to telling you that what is happening right now is not by coincidence, okay, guys? We are going to be looking at a few things. And I'm going to be helping you opening up your third eye to being able to see everything for what it is. Guys, We are not to believing, but we are necessarily seeing with our eyes, okay, guys? Because sometimes what is happening is they are putting out things that they are wanting you to see, and they are putting out things that they are wanting you to be talking about at your workings, with your bromo sapiens, your homies you're talking about, and they are wanting to making you divide. They are putting out things, they are propagandizing things on the news, right? They are putting these things out there, and they are making your friends and you having to pick sides. Guys, this is nothing but chess move on big fucking board that they are trying to play right now. Guys, what we are needing to understand is that we, separated and fighting, are very, very weak. We are not the people to be able to stand up and saying, hey, fucking this, you guys are lying to us and doing some shady shit, okay? But if we are to coming together, being collective and saying we are here for the greater good, not just our own ideologies and fucking debates and arguments, right? If we are saying, listen, letting us putting all of this shit aside, and we are coming together. Guys, did you ever see movie Ants? If you're ever watching the movie Ants, you're going to see that one ant, very, very tiny. Two ants, very easy to do smooshing and doing the kill. But billions of ants, not as easy to doing the kill because they are very fast. They can crawl up on you. They're fucking taking off your limbs and then eating your face and you can't do shit. Right? So guys, what Apu's saying is we are needing to band together. We are needing to stay strong, not believing the propaganda and what they are shedding out there. However, they are going to try and invoking the fear. And we are knowing this, guys, because they're doing this already when they're doing the COVID-19 and they're trying to make everyone being the terrified and wanting to not to go out to their outsides and seeing their friends and their families and doing the work, people doing the work from home. Right? Guys, don't be scared. Remember, the world, nothing but a big stage. Don't believe everything that you're seeing and doing your own research. Guys, this has been Apu Smear with your motivational speakings of the day. Taking care. Goodbye.
Oh, there he goes. Bye.
Yeah.
What a great,
I love that guy.
what a great motivational moment. You know what I mean? I feel like he's really touching on something there. You know that we should maybe set aside our differences sometimes and just love each other and band together.
You know, I actually learned something about Apu Smear in that video this week. I didn't know that he was part of the 5% of people on the planet that can actually pronounce charcuterie properly. That I wasn't expecting that.
Bro, he said Gatorade pretty well too, actually. Yeah. That's great.
Still needs a little bit of help with the bottle, though.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to teach him a little bit there. We can offer him a helping hand. No, Apu's been a great segment, and he's one that people look forward to. So I love that he keeps calling in with these little messages.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Apu. That was a great message.
You know, unfortunately, this week we don't have a musical mayhem moment this week.
Oh, no.
I guess, according to the notes given to me by the producers, me before the show, we have a new segment. I believe it is a new segment, Capital Carnage, with the one and only Don Kiddick.
It's time for Capital Carnage with your political punchliner, Don Kiddick.
Welcome back to Capital Carnage. Good evening, I'm Don Kiddick. We explain geopolitics the same way that governments do, recklessly and full of shit. Where world leaders swing their dicks, miss targets, and hit civilians. We sift through it all so you don't have to. Today's top stories, we start in America as Trump's Board of Peace expands ambitions. And who would have thought it? Pitched as a ceasefire mechanism in Gaza is now being sold as a global conflict-solving superpower, and select regimes, I mean leaders, have been invited to join. It's basically the Avengers with more tariffs, less superpowers, but all the cool gadgets. And is planned to settle every war except for the ones at your kitchen table. We go live now to the field correspondent, Patty Cakes Pat Cardinal.
That's right, Don. Only the chosen elite and hidden agendists are selected for this group.
Move along, sir. Camera off. You need to leave.
Back to you, Don.
Yes. Apparently winning the best marketing and advertising award doesn't make you elite enough, Pat. Be safe out there. We know what they do to reporters speaking the truth. In other news, Greenland officials released a statement today confirming that they are deeply concerned with how the world suddenly remembers they exist. Reporter says nobody cares until Greenland could become weaponized. Officials say that they are once again exploring ways to control Greenland, citing national security and climate change, leaving out all the real reasons. An unnamed official stated, "Look, it's big and white, and we just don't have enough of that anymore. Nothing screams freedom like trying to buy a country like a hooker with a habit." As we go live now to our correspondent in the field once again, Patty Cakes, Pat Cardinal.
That's right, Don. I'm here in Greenland. Enough said. Back to you, Mr. Kedick.
Thanks, Pat. That paints a much better picture. European leaders warned that the situation could escalate to a full diplomatic meltdown. With all the talks, this reporter points to a certain doctrine sung by Marilyn Monroe, if I'm not mistaken. You'll Google it. And that's the way Don Kedick gives it to you. Hard, straight, and uncovered. And remember, not all snakes slither, some shake hands. This has been Capital Carnage. I'm Don Kedick.
It's an impressive amount of dick puns.
Yeah, I felt like
that was a lot of traveling.
I feel like I just got a donkey punch.
Greenland.
Pat, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disturbed of what you might be doing in Greenland because the way you're just like, I'm here. That was a little creepy in a way. Looks
What
like
can I
Kurt
say,
Cobain.
man?
Yeah, he
You
did
don't know
look
what I
I
have to
actually. I thought he kind of looked a little bit more like Owen Wilson's stunt double.
Yeah, he does.
That was Don Kedick. A reporter, Don Kedick. Yeah.
Oh man, Don Kedick's he's a funny guy. He's a funny
Yeah,
guy.
I cannot wait for more geopolitical stories.
At first, I thought it might have been Eastern European and is pronounced Kedick. But I guess I might be wrong there.
That's funny.
Wow.
Well, I think that brings us into another one of our favorite segments so far, the Heist Conspiracy, with our own Patty Cakes, Pat Cardinal.
Hey, give it up for your high conspiracy guy, Patty Cakes, Pat Cardinal.
What's going on, guys? So today's conspiracy theory, I'm kind of going back into the comedians. We're big on social media, but the one that I found recently is are comedians being quietly suppressed by social media algorithms? So it's kind of fitting, Greenland, that we talked about this today. So the theory goes like this, okay? So social media platforms say that they reward creativity and originality, but comedians seem to hit an invisible ceiling. So one day your clips are popping off, you're getting 10,000 views. The next day they just disappear into the void. They'll barely get like 100 views. So conspiracy believers point to a few patterns. So comedy relies on tone, sarcasm, and context. Things that algorithms notoriously misunderstand. Platforms prioritize brand-safe content, and comedy naturally pushes the boundaries. Stand-up clips get flagged, limited, or deprioritized, even when they don't break the rules. Relatable humor exposes uncomfortable truths, which platforms may quietly downrank to avoid the backlash. So the wild part is some comics swear that their cleanest, safest jokes perform worse than random throwaway posts, while recycled trends get boosted instead. So in conclusion, platforms don't ban comedians. They just slow them down, forcing comics to grind that much harder, post more, and rely on live shows instead of viral growth. So, Lauren, quick question for you as I bring you back. Have you ever felt like your content just hit the invisible wall? And do you think social media is actually helping comedians or just controlling the pace of who blows up?
Okay. Well, that's a complicated question. So I will tell you the story about what happened to me second. But as far as like what I think is going on with comedians being censored, I'm sure it's possible. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Once a lot of those companies like Meta bought Facebook and Instagram, and then Trump bought Twitter, and basically like once you own the medium, you can control the message. I did a minor in comms, and like there's pretty Rudolph Randolph Hearst. Anyway, he was this guy, and he had this gigantic house. It was called Xanadu, and he went crazy collecting all this money and trying to control the media, and he ended up collecting a lot of, you know what I mean, like he's basically like one of the people that monopolized the media anyway. And so yeah, absolutely, when that happens, they definitely do try to control the algorithm. Has it happened to me specifically? So I would have thought, because I used to have run a meme account back when I was still trying to write comedy, and I did notice that sometimes like the more popular people would get picked up, or like things, you know what I mean, like if you were talking about something like Greenland or Taylor Swift or something popular, like that'll get picked up more. I've noticed that on TikTok. I have this like one video about me listening to her album, and it has like triple the views of any other
Yeah.
not a good video. But like, I'm talking about Taylor Swift, right? But the other time that it happened to me was when I was doing one of my strip Joker shows, and it was at the height of Luigi, free Luigi, my man, and I
Yeah,
was wearing a
yeah.
Luigi hat, and I was doing jokes about him and telling a story about my own insurance issues, and I was just basically saying like, hey, if anybody else wants to do what he did, I will fuck you. So
Clip it.
thank you, thank you. But that one got hella repressed. I'm talking like, and I'm not like I get a bunch of like views. It's like, you know, anywhere between 300 and maybe like 2,000 on a good one. But that one had like 57. Do you know what I mean? And then it got like
Yeah.
tagged and stuff. And I was even careful. Like I didn't hashtag him or anything. Like I tried to kind of like work around it, but they still figured it out. And I was like, ooh, that's interesting.
Crazy.
Well, I don't know if
I
it's as
agree.
much as a conspiracy because, I mean, like Lauren said, this sort of like suppression and media influencing goes all the way back because, as you mentioned, Randolph Hearst was also. He owned one of the largest printing press companies in all of the United States. He even owned acres of forest where he harvested the lumber. And he was one of the main two guys that lobbied the government and started producing propaganda against hemp long time ago because hemp was going to be this new billion-dollar crop. And this is
I
back
didn't know that part about the
in
hemp.
1987. Yeah. And so he influenced the media because he basically owned the media saying, well, no, this stuff is marijuana and colored people are smoking it and essaying white women. And so him, because he owned the printing press and knew that this is going to threaten his business, hemp, he influenced the media and instantly tried to control the narrative. So it's one of those things where I don't even think it's an algorithm. It's just one of those things some humans do and have been doing for a long time.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like it's just one of those things. I
Yeah.
forgot. Thanks for filling in the data on me, like mentioning a random name and like I think he had a mansion. Apparently, marijuana is a made-up word, and it's like made up to sound Spanish.
It's it's a Spanish word for a wild Mexican tobacco. It's not even
That's
weed.
crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Lauren Lane just always fact checking and pulling up the important news.
Manny fact checked me that time, but yes.
No, you're absolutely right. Like he was that person. He was controlled the printing press basically back then because he owned one of the largest companies doing it. So it was just easy for him to do it.
Yeah.
And he just took full advantage of it. And I think that it's sometimes for comedians, it's these, it's not even people anymore doing it. It's these social media companies have software that scans through the videos for key trigger words. And you can even say a series of words in a certain sort of way, and it'll flag you, and then you just get shadow banned, where you're not actually banned. It's not actually taken down, but it's harder for people to actually find your content.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shadow banned. Yeah, I think that's what happened to me with my Luigi video.
And that's probably what it is, because is that video still up on your Instagram?
I took it down. Like it eventually said
okay.
like, oh, there was something with the content, and then I like tried to repost it, and I tried to repost a different one, and it just like it never worked for me again.
So I mean, you know, I actually really agree with you on this one, Pat. That yes, it's, but I don't think it's necessarily targeted just towards comedians. I think it's just a broad spectrum in general.
I think maybe we feel it a little bit more because we're out there being a little bit more controversial. You know what I mean? On purpose.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I like it. That was a good, engaging conspiracy. I'm glad
that was a very good fucking high conspiracy guy, Pat. Were you high when you did that one?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was fun.
That goes into the high conspiracy, THC.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, our friend Steve is missing this week. It would have been nice to have him weigh in on that. I often appreciate his insight into a lot of things. Did we manage to get a little something from him, or did we?
Yes, our good friend Steve did send in his tip of the day.
Fantastic. Well, in that case, I think we should bring on, even though he's not with us, he is always with us here in spirit. And no, not the alcohol kind of spirits, but also. So we have the blue collar comedy, the blue collar tip of the day with Steve Blackhands McDonald.
Tip your hats. It's time for the blue collar tip of the day with none other than Stephen Blackhands McDonald.
Oh, hey guys, Steve Blackhands McDonald here with your blue collar tip of the day. When it's snowing so hard you can't tell if you're at work or inside a snow globe, here's the rule. Dress like you're going to war, not like you're going to grab milk. If you say I'll be fine after wearing a hoodie, congrats to you. You just volunteered to be cold, wet, and mad by 8:12 in the morning. Snow doesn't give a shit how tough you are. It'll find the gap between your glove and your sleeve and live there rent-free all day. Take your time getting out of your vehicle in the morning after a heavy snowfall, boys. Nothing worse than dropping your fresh cup of go-go juice 6 feet from the shop door. Just stay frosty, my friends. Back to you guys.
That's
Your cup of go-go juice. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. He always makes fun of my Tim Hortons order. Next time I go through the the drive-through with him, that's what I'm gonna say. Well, don't you mean your go-go juice?
Oh, I miss him. I wish he was here.
Yeah. Trust me, he wishes he was here too, Lauren.
Absolutely. He's doing something productive for his future, so we can't blame him for not being here.
You know, comedy's never going to pay off, so he's getting an education.
He's got to get paid somewhere, but
yeah.
We love him. We miss him. Steve, we know you're here in spirit. But we're kind of climbing up on the top of the hour, so I think we should just jump into the riff shift.
Oh, man. I've been really excited about the riff shift today.
Let's go. So shout out to everybody that did comment on the putting in those comments. We have some interesting topics to go over today, but before we do, let's get into the intro.
Hello, welcome to the Riff Shift. I'm Jalen Ortiz. This week, by your votes, we're exploring a topic that sparks curiosity and conversation, the male G-spot. We're diving into the science behind the prostate, why it's sometimes called a pleasure hub.
That was my bad.
I think I'm actually a stoner and didn't actually pre-plan that one. And
I'm pretty sure that guy's on Adderall.
That was last week's riff shift, where somebody asked us to talk about the male G-spot.
It was. So that just goes to show you how wild this segment does actually get. I'm like giving that feedback. So, so let's go into the first segment here.
I'm thirsty as fuck, yo. I gotta go get drank real quick.
Yeah, sorry. I just got a beer. I don't know. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. You might need one for the riff shift.
Yeah, you're gonna need one for this. So the first topic, we'll keep it kind of a little bit PG, I guess. We'll go celebrity and plastic surgery. That was commented in by Nanny P. That was the first comment. So
celebrities and plastic surgery.
Well, right off the hop, I'm thinking like Michael Jackson, but I feel like that's too easy.
Oh man, there's Dolly Parton. You know what I mean? There's
she's pretty easy too, I hear.
You know, I actually do think that they should put a
Joan Rivers
temporary ban on plastic surgery because whatever they did to poor fucking Madonna, that is just horrendous fucking work. She looks like a fucking lizard.
Man. Yeah, like what?
Simon Cowell looks fucking weird.
I want to say that how come it's always like the women that like age dramatically when they get this plastic surgery? What makes them want to do that? And then you have like guys like Keanu Reeves, who like is probably like 80 years old now. I don't fucking know how old the guy doesn't look. What it is? He doesn't look older than 30. You know what I mean?
Here's my tinfoil hat. Here's my high conspiracy. It's all the fucking chemicals and the Botox and everything like that.
Oh,
shit in the makeup, dude.
I'm sorry, but like
the
first celebrity you guys named, he's a man. Bradley Cooper has been in the news lately for his plastic surgery looking crazy too.
Zac Efron looks fucking.
Yeah,
you know what? Yeah, you're right. It's
Brad
so
Morey just messaged that one in. He is all fucked up now. That is true.
Yeah, Zac Efron. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Have you ever seen the difference between Simon Cowell back in the day and Simon Cowell now?
Yeah, Simon Cowell.
He looks like someone put him in a fucking microwave.
Why? I want to know what makes people want to do this. Like when they're done, they're like, hell yeah, yo! Like I can't wait to come back next week and do my.
It's because they can't accept the fact that they're aging and they need to look fuckable when they're 70.
It's body dysmorphia.
Dude, I wouldn't, man. Like, that's horrible though. Like,
it's sad. It's sad because they think that their value comes only from their looks and their age.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's that existential dread.
Yeah, and I'll just throw this out there now, ladies. I'm not trying to single anyone out in any way, shape, or form, but lip injections, we don't like it. No guy likes lip injections. You don't need to do it. It's okay.
Yeah, a lot of women spend a lot of time on these little things, yo. Like I never looked at a woman and been like, damn. Well, the brows on her, boys. You know what I mean?
I did my forehead for a while and I stopped because
women do their forehead?
Yeah, that could be. You know what's so funny? It's because it's like within the income bracket in Ottawa. This tends to happen. Like businesses will sort of naturally go around whatever the government can pay for. So what's happening right now is the disposable income of like your average woman in Ottawa can do like the Botox on their forehead. And so what they tell you is they need like preventative. They tell you in your like 20s even, oh yeah, preventative. So your face stops moving so it stops creating wrinkles. And I remember like talking to her and I'm such a people pleaser that I was like too in it to back out. But she was like, well, what do you do? Does your face need to move? And I was like, kind of. I'm on stage as a comedian. And she was like, oh. Well, Courtney Cox is an actress, and it's fine. I was like, it's not the same thing, and I don't think she does look fine.
Man, at this point, you're probably freaking out.
Yeah, well, it does wear off after 4 months. Like, you have to, so I kind
of, after 4 months, just, oh my God, man, holy shit. That's wild.
I'll tell the girls, like, if instead of getting your forehead done, use that money and go on a wine weekend with the ladies, because it's about the same cost, and do that instead. Okay,
it's probably much better for your mental health too.
Yeah,
because once again, I hate to say it, but not once in my life have I ever been like, her forehead looks fucking tight today.
Damn, that's a nice forehead, yo. You know what? Just cut all your bangs off, baby. Show that thing to the world.
You're just walking up to a lady and be like, oh no. That forehead is way too loose.
Like, Botox in your forehead, man. Like,
but I feel like a lot of
I don't know. It's beauty is a weird thing in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. You know, like it's a weird thing.
But nature is beauty, so why not just be natural?
Agreed, within reason.
Within reason, absolutely. Yeah, we'll go.
Bro, I would totally be down with that if we didn't live in Canada. Oh, we're talking about makeup. Never mind. So we're talking about
naked.
going au natural.
Yeah, I know. You want to be naked. You want to hang brain. We
I'd
get
be
it.
all right in like the Bahamas, but here in Canada, it's a little chilly.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Well, that's why people like doing meth and going outside in Florida.
Oh, we got your sister watching, Joe. She's
Oh
laughing.
shit! What up, Nikki?
All right, so the next one was sent in by Papa D. The most influential cartoon character of your childhood.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
So Joe, I'll let you go
I'm not
first
going
since you
first.
seem to
I'm
have
not going
something off
first.
the. No, you don't want to go first?
No, I got a few. It's gonna be tough.
All right, Lauren, we'll let you go first. Our guest
That
of
is
honor.
tough because, like, how far back do you want to go? I mean, I'll
Oh,
stick
like
with
your
my.
childhood. He said your childhood. So
yeah.
Because honestly, Lisa Simpson was like an enormous influence on me because I was watching those shows when I was a kid, like in elementary school, right? Because like, it was only back in the day we all watched the same thing at the same time. And The Simpsons was on at dinner time, and like their family is very similar to ours. There's three of them. I was the middle one. My dad also had a local bar that he went to every day, which I thought was normal because of The Simpsons.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually got to agree. I was going to say Bart Simpson. Like, thinking back to, because I used to, because like when we had cable, like Simpsons would be on 4 o'clock on this channel and then 6 o'clock on this channel, and I would watch every episode, even if it was a rerun of the one that was on at 4 o'clock and everything. But like I think like Bart Simpson, especially as like a young rambunctious boy, was the first kind of like cartoon character you relate to kind of thing. So I think, yeah, Bart would be the most influential in a way for me.
nice.
Maybe Hank Hill, because I think Hank Hill's the one I probably quote the most to this day.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could probably definitely go with The Simpsons, Homer or Bart. I feel like they were both very influential. But since you guys both went Simpsons, I'm going to go a little bit differently. I'm going to go with TJ Detweiler from Recess.
Oh shit!
He was always just kind of like the doer, just go get it done, start planning everything. You know what I mean? Like he was the executor, and I feel like that's just kind of how I kind of developed and looked up to him, kind of thing.
I like it.
Put the backwards hat on,
I'm gonna go with Ren from Ren and Stimpy because he was chill as fuck, but man, he would get so fucking angry. He would get pissed off, and he always want to beat the shit out of his little partner in crime. So I used to love Ren and Stimpy growing up, man. I can thank my dad for that.
I loved it, but have you ever tried rewatching it as an adult?
No, I don't think I could.
It's fucking disturbing.
Man,
I don't know how that was allowed as a kid's show.
I'm gonna change it from Ren, and I'm gonna say it's still in the same category, but it's got to be Powdered Toast Man. I used to love Powdered Toast Man, bro, from Ren and Stimpy, flying backwards and shit. Powdered Toast Man. I bet you can still find some episodes of that on YouTube.
Oh, you can, and it's I don't know if the episodes are different from now than when I was a kid.
Oh no,
Maybe
man!
When I was a kid, I just didn't understand them. But like, there's this one episode that absolutely traumatized me, and it still traumatizes me, where like Stimpy crawled inside of his own belly button.
Oh my god! No, man.
It was.
I liked it when Powdered Toast Man would fly in, and the kids would be like, "We have no more powdered toast," and the camera would shift to the back of him, and you would just see him like vigorously going nuts and just like the shit flying all over their toast, but he's just scraping off like the powdered toast from him. But you don't see that as a kid, right? You're just, what's he doing to their toast?
Do you remember some of the songs they had that like "Don't Whiz on an Electric Fence" song?
Yes, dude.
The Royal Canadian Yaxman.
Classic. That was like some Mad TV shit, eh? Ren and Stimpy?
No, I think it was just this really disturbing Nickelodeon cartoon that they made. I don't know why. I don't know what prompted it, but there's no real like format to the show.
Just a really stupid cat and a little chihuahua.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. What about you, Lauren? Oh yeah, you already said Lisa. Eh? Yeah.
Lisa, yeah. So the next one, again by Papa D. Huge shout out to Papa D. He went off on a spree here. What's the biggest lie you ever told your parents or an official in your life?
Oh man,
I plead a fifth.
my parents are watching, probably. All right, I'll let you know. I'm gonna tell a quick one for the camera. I got a good one for this one. So maybe I shouldn't actually. Never mind. I don't want to get it. I don't want to incriminate anybody here. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, what are you doing? But like, you're setting us up here.
No, I was thinking about it. I'm like, what? I probably shouldn't say that live on camera, actually, and incriminate my mother.
Oh, the
He knows
biggest
what I'm
lie
talking
you
about.
ever
automatically.
told your
It
parents.
was a lie that I had made that I ended up having to confess later on down the line, and she told me that she knew the whole time.
Oh,
Which,
they often do.
Yeah, they always do. Yeah, I can't say it now. God damn it! I'll message you guys later.
I hate it when they do that on podcasts.
You know when you're a stoner and you just read something and you don't actually put it in the contents until you've already said it out loud. That's
So my mom had 5 puppies. We'll say my mom had 5 puppies, okay? And she was like, Joey, how much do you think you can get on the street for these 5 puppies? And I said, Mom, for those I could probably only get $10. However, I could actually get $100 for each puppy. So I took a couple for myself, and I took some money for myself, and I brought my mom home like $20, and I said, "Here, I sold 2 puppies, Mom. Like, there you go. That's all I could do." And yeah, she was like, "Well, little did you know that when you were a kid and you had puppies, I was taking those too." So if we can catch the drift on puppies.
I know this exact story, so I knew exactly what this meant. But for those of you that didn't, I bet you're confused.
And that's how I want it to be.
Exactly. No, I don't know. I was pretty honest with my parents. I think the weirdest one I think I'd ever got was like, smoking the dope. But eventually I admitted to that. So
See, I was kind of lucky in that sense because both my parents smoked pot. And so
do mine, but they didn't tell me that.
Well, it was known when I was a teenager. And when my stepdad found a shoebox in my room that had like a pipe and some papers in it and a grinder, I was like 16. I still respect him to this day because of this. He knew that I knew they smoked pot. So realistically, if he tried to play the, don't do it card, I'm just going to be like, you guys do it. So he knew I would have that card in my back pocket. So he just did the thing that, like I said, I respect to this day, where he's like, I don't want to see you doing it or catch you doing it in my house until you're an adult. Then he technically never said, don't smoke it or anything like that. He just said, not on my property, not in my house.
Not in my house.
And I was like, you know what? All right, fair enough. That's a rule I can follow. So what I would do sometimes is I would just like go to the end of the backyard, hop the fence, and there's a laneway right at the end of the backyard, and I'd smoke a bowl in the laneway and then hop the fence and go back into the house. And I walked past him one day and he's like, did you just smoke a bowl? And I'm like, I was in the laneway. It's not our property. So I was off the property. And he just shook his head.
I love it. I love it.
Funny.
All right, we'll go with this one here that came from Tap Out Tattoos. What was the weirdest obsession you ever had?
Well, what kind of obsession though? Like,
I mean, like, yeah,
the weirdest one.
Like, how PG are we being with this? Because I mean,
I don't want to know your porn history, but
who uses porn anymore?
What are people using instead?
Yeah,
I don't want to answer that question. I'll leave that a mystery. Twitter,
Reddit, Julie. Hey.
Reddit has porn.
Oh man, this is
so your mom, Joe. This is so your mom. I collect rocks.
So does too.
Oh, shout out to Tap Out Tattoo. She's watching, so she's like, anything, get creative. Okay, I will say right now, one of my weird obsessions is these goddamn Juice Inc. trading cards. So shout out to Juice Inc. once more time. Lauren, I don't know if you got to see these yet. We have been posting about them, but Joe and I were converted into a trading card. This is a pretty bad one, but this is like the gold one.
Cool.
It's like a one of one.
You're gonna be in the next series, I'm sure, Matt.
But then like, there's different color schemes and shit. Like, yeah. So I got like all nerded out, and I went and like spent a whole bunch of money and collected all of mine. Like
Why
a
do
true
some of those look stuck
Pokemon.
together?
I'd have to say my weird obsession growing up was probably the Olsen twins, and like my mom and my dad can vouch for that too, dude. I had like their poster in my room. Like I didn't have like AC/DC or like Metallica posters. I had an Olsen twins like big poster in my room, and then I had their monthly calendar as well. I thought they were just the hottest things ever. And this is whenever they were like, you know, not crack heads and shit. Dude, like this is like in their prime, you know. I'm like 15, 16, like so it was around that time. I don't know. Yeah, that was one of my weird obsessions.
That's interesting.
So looking back at
and then I
them
found
now,
J-Lo. Yeah.
looking back now, do you like knowing what you know now about them? Do you think you would still have that obsession?
No, not even close. No.
Good answer.
Although Elizabeth Olsen,
Yeah, that's like the third one, right? Like the younger one. Yeah, she's like
she
a
seems
little bit
okay.
more normal than the other two.
I mean, it's yet to be determined, but
Maybe she
I
just
think,
hasn't experienced that level of fame yet.
You know, I don't. Some people actually may think, and it's still. This has been an obsession since I was a teenager, and it's still an obsession now. Some people might think it's weird, other people won't. But concerts and going into mosh pits, specifically like metal concerts, like I listen to everything, but I like metal. But I you know what? I actually think that going into a mosh pit is a bit of an obsession, because I'm 37 now, and I will still go to a concert. And I'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to mosh tonight. And 30 seconds into the first song, I'm bouncing around in the mosh pit and regretting it for the next 3 fucking days. So, thinking about it like that, yeah, you know what? That's almost like an obsession in a way.
I can just see you, Matt, being that guy, like looking at your wife before you go out the evening. You're like, babe, like, yeah, I'm not going to mosh tonight, I promise. And then you come home and like a body cast and shit.
Yeah. I used to be able to just like go to a concert with just, some shoes, shirt, pants, and a wallet and, some joints and be happy. And now I need to make sure, take an antacid, maybe some ibuprofen, maybe an inhaler just in case I get a little wheezy. Like, yeah, it is a bit of an obsession.
He's wearing the full Under Armour suit just in case he does sweat. It all absorbs into his clothes.
I got compression socks on.
Insoles in the shoes.
Those are pretty cool shoes. Yeah, they're orthotics.
Mine was crane operators. That was a weird obsession of mine recently. Crane operators.
Recently,
yes. I had a friend and she was single and she was going out on dates and she came home from one. And she was telling me, she was like, oh my God, like he was so annoying. All he would do was talk about his crane. And I was like, what? What?
So,
and apparently he was like super obsessed with his crane. And they're like in the Uber and she's pointing out the crane. And he's like telling her about the crane. And she's sitting there like, oh my God, he just would not shut up about his crane. And I thought it was funny. I was like, poor guy, I would have liked to hear about his crane.
See, now, to you and maybe some females, that may seem like a weird obsession. But to us boys, the second you said cranes, we're like, well, cranes are fucking cool. They go like this, they go like that. Cranes are awesome. We said that all this guy talked about is crane. I used to always talk about my forklift, and it's just a
Matt-
machine I operate
Matt,
for work.
yeah,
You like,
does your friend still have his number?
Yeah, it's just a flavor of autism all guys have when it comes to construction equipment. We're all
No, that's so true. Because I asked around like construction people, I was like, "Was this guy weird?" And they're like, "No, no, no. Like all the guys, if you look, they all have like colored lights on them, and they're supposed to have a little bit of light, but like they don't need to have all those colors. They're decorating their crane.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, this dude sounds awesome.
Pimping it out.
Well, they all do it, yeah. And then forklift operators apparently the same. Anybody that like drives like a mighty machine is apparently really into it. And like I got really into just like asking around now, and like when I run into people who know people who operate cranes, like I try to ask a lot of questions about it.
Can you get his contact information? We'll have him on as a guest. Like we would love to talk about cranes.
She didn't call him back.
She didn't. Oh.
Our next
Extra
episode
points if we could do the live
cranes
pod.
and automobiles.
He needed someone that would love the crane as much as he did, and they were not the right fit.
Yeah, extra points if he can do the live podcast from inside the crane.
Oh my god!
I guess he was a crane and she was a swan, and they're two different birds, you know?
He was a crane and she was a swan. No, it doesn't work.
Wow.
I'll leave the singing to you, Joe.
Insane in this men crane. We'll edit that out.
Clip it.
I just lost my pen. Fuck.
Oh my god, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, we'll do one last one. Let me pull this. Oh, I lost the list. Where's the list? Where's the list?
Man, I know we had a fun
I
time.
believe it's this wonderful raffle we have going on.
Yeah, the
I
bike
don't know
raffle, guys. Well,
if
Pat's
you
going
know.
through that. Don't forget about the bike raffle, Lauren. You, I'm sure, would love to have a new motorcycle. Tell all your friends and yourself.
I keep trying to not buy a motorcycle. They don't make sense.
Oh man, we got one. We
I
got
kinda
one.
want one, but I don't know how to drive one.
No, we'll teach you. It's super easy.
Will you? Will the 5 or the 4 of you teach me? Is that like part of winning it?
We totally will.
But what about the hubby? I'm sure he would love a wonderful 2019 Suzuki
He
Boulevard.
doesn't know how to drive them either, and he's definitely not no. Like if someone's gonna learn, it's gonna be me.
Yeah, he can be on the bitch seat.
You guys can learn together and reenact that Kanye West music video
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
with Kim Kardashian. Although, sidebar, the Seth Rogen, James Franco one's way better.
To be expected.
That's just me. Oh,
Oh man, I just had a momentary technical difficulty, and I
Yeah, I
thought I
saw
lost
that.
the
Holy
stream,
crap.
but like I thought you were like I thought it was still going on in the voice. I was just gonna be like, okay, just end on a positive note, and let's hope we can end it properly without causing too much chaos. But we're back. We're back. We're back. We're good.
Good,
I
good,
thought the
good, good.
gummies were hitting too hard.
Oh man, we
Greenland,
sit in the
Greenland,
green room
Greenland.
for like a half an hour
Hopefully
before
that
we
can-
start this show.
Hopefully that can help my internet. Greenland. 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 There we go. The theme of episode 9 is going to be Greenland.
Yeah, that's right.
I love it. I love it. I do have the list back up though. That's good news.
I know, we'll do one more before we wrap this up.
And I'm gonna read these out, but like I honestly I don't know how much we're gonna be able to riff about it. But shout out to Donnie Cameron. Like, man, you are a legend at dropping these topics, and you make me like laugh my ass off beyond belief when I'm reading these. So the first one, well, the first one he's got here is so women's opinions on sexual relations post work, but pre-shower. The second one, so he said when Donnie gets invited on the podcast, because we are planning on having him up as a guest soon, should he be allowed to have free range without sensory? And then after that, it was muff diving in the 70s or muff diving when you're in your 70s.
Yeah, listen, I'm down to go with muff diving.
Yeah.
Both categories if we have to. I don't care.
I mean, muff diving in the 70s, that's when you call it muff diving, because that's when most women, especially in porn, still had a big muff. You know?
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
And as far as muff diving in your 70s goes, I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever pulled apart a grilled cheese sandwich, but I'm pretty sure at that age,
man, God's sake, bro, why you
end
gotta
on
do
this?
that?
Why would you choose this to end on?
Oh my God,
Because
bro.
this is the most useless podcast on the internet.
I
Greenland.
apologize. Greenland.
Oh my God, bro. The thing is I'm like one of those like ADHD brains there, and I have like a very like overactive imagination. So when people are talking, I'm playing a movie of what they're saying in my head. So I totally visualized that, Matt. Thank you.
You're welcome if I've ruined grilled cheeses. Yeah.
It's even worse that it was attached to my grandmother, Matt. For fuck's sakes.
I just said a woman in their 70s. You're the one who attached it to your grandmother.
Well, I only know my grandma's in my 70s, bro.
Well, I'm sorry that we don't know any other women in their 70s. Maybe
I really hope my nanny's not watching this episode, dude. Fuck.
Maybe a certain leather jacket stealing old lady. Who knows?
Oh man, what was her name again?
We don't know.
I don't remember her.
Are we talking about Ghislaine?
No.
Was it Mary?
No, that's
Mary!
Jason.
It was Mary from fucking the White Knucklers.
Oh, that.
Yeah, she stole Steve's jacket. Poor
Yeah,
Steve's
we're
looking for his
everywhere for
jacket.
it. She's like
Meanwhile, she's
90.
sitting there wearing it.
Just sitting in the chair wearing it. Like, what are you guys looking for?
She's just.
You're wearing, lady.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, we got more comments coming in. Why is my computer being so slow?
Nana's in her 80s, Joe.
And she's in her 80s, Joe.
What's that?
Oh,
What's that?
Yeah, Papa D just messaged in saying, and she's in her 80s, Joe.
Fuck.
Not
Fuck.
70s.
We need that soundboard button. Fuck. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, my mom's probably messaging her right now. Oh my God, Joey's talking about you on his podcast.
Please don't watch
My
it.
nanny's gonna be so excited to come and
Please-
watch this
please don't.
episode now, boys.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah, let's
crazy.
Great. What a way to end it, boys. What a way to end it.
Yeah.
final
Well,
thoughts.
thank you for having me.
Lauren, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Yeah. Thanks for jumping on with us for the most unnecessary podcast you'll ever attend.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great night.
You too, Lauren. Take care.
Gentlemen.